Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? A very special day in the life of Rancho Mirage. And welcome to the regular and special meeting of the Rancho Mirage City Council for Thursday, May 1st. This time I'd like you to please stand and join with me in the flag salute. And the flag is being presented by Cathedral City High School, Air Force Junior ROTC. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can be seated. And Cindy, would you like to call the roll, please?
Yes, thank you. Councilmember Hines.
Present.
Councilmember Hobart.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Smotrich. Here. Councilmember Wild.
Here.
And Mayor Kite.
Here, thank you. And according to the agenda, we now have non-agenda public comments. And we have one request to speak from Jeffrey Baum. Jeff? And Mary Perry from Sunnyland.
Yes.
Couldn't miss a meeting, huh, Mary?
Mayor Kite and Mayor Pro Tem Smotrich and members of the council, I know we have a lot to celebrate today, but I also wanted to come to say thank you on behalf of Jeff Cowan and the Board of Trustees. It's been just over 2 years since we opened Sunnylands, and we have had an amazing experience in partnership with the city. All members of this city council have been so supportive. And I just wanted to use this opportunity to share with you a new publication that we are releasing this week that mentions the city of Rancho Mirage. And Mayor Kite, I want to thank you personally for adding your words of support and encouragement and partnership that we were able to include in this publication. I've given copies to the city clerk, and I want to say to this city council, thank you for your extraordinary partnership with Sunnylands, and we look forward to continuing to work with all of you in the years ahead as we continue to draw the global community to Sunnylands for meetings that will make a difference in the world we live in. So on behalf of Jeff Cowan and our Board of Trustees, we just want to express our appreciation, our congratulations to the council and that's going to be installed today, and our appreciation also to Councilmember Hines for his spirit of partnership that we've enjoyed for the last 2 years as well. Thank you very much.
Jeff, we really appreciate all the partnership activities that we've had with Sunnylands. Just in the last month or so, we had a great event at Sunnylands, and it's been something that we've look forward to in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here today. Okay, we're going to get on with the program now, and I think there was somebody down there that leaned to their wife and said, "Who's that guy standing up there or sitting up there, and where's Iris?" Well, Iris is going to be up here in just a few minutes, and if we stick around long enough, we'll switch name plaques and get on with the new administration. But I want to welcome you all to City Hall today in your city government's annual transition of power. In my 14 years as a council member and during my 4 years as mayor, I've never experienced a busier year. The election captured our attention, but so many other events occurred that kept our council, your mayor, and the city staff running on all cylinders for the last 12 months. Special events, presidential visits, the Ritz-Carlton, the redesign of Whitewater Park, and so on, with many other activities that kept your city team hopping. Your council's leadership and policy directives moved the city forward, but without the staff, most of our progress simply wouldn't have happened. So I'd like to, one of the things as my last few moments as mayor, I'd like to shine a spotlight on some of the staff and their accomplishments for the last year. So, are we hooked up here, Sarah? I'm going to walk down this towards Sarah because I'd like to talk about information technology first and the great job that Sarah has done in bringing the city of Rancho Mirage into the 21st century. Sarah is Information Services Manager, and most recently she's announced that we're going to move on to closed captioning beginning today. And this will be a big move for our communication with the people out there. So, Sarah, thanks for doing a great job. Our next director is the finance director, Isaiah Hegerman. And Isaiah has really been working hard for the city this year, primarily with redevelopment and with the reorganization of redevelopment in Rancho Mirage. Isaiah has put together a program that's going to save us $37 million over the next few years. So Isaiah, on top of that, the finance department got an acknowledgement of being one of the top finance departments in the state. So thanks for all the work you've done. The Director of Administrative Services, Kim Malcolm Valente, is really in charge of making sure that staff works with our commissions and providing all sorts of programs for the communities. And we've had such a great turnout this year. One of the programs was a 4-day cultural festival, which we had just a few weeks ago, and it was headed up by one of our liaisons at the under Kim's department. Also, speaker series is under Kim. And finally, the Emergency Preparedness Commission had a race to be ready within the last few weeks. Great turnout at the high school, and we'll look forward to next year. Kim's also in charge of human resources, which really keeps you busy. Kurt Watts is our Development Services Director, which encompasses a lot of different jobs. One of the main things that Kurt's department worked on this year was the redesign of the Whitewater Park and adding the new amphitheater and really changing around and expanding the whole park. Also, Kurt's division worked on the pending sale of Rancho Las Palmas, the shopping center, and that's going to be a great thing for the city. We're already working with a developer to look at how we can change around the various locations in the development and move forward with Rancho Las Palmas. So, Kurt, thanks for all you've done. Also under Kurt is Robert Barrett, our marketing manager. Robert, are you in here somewhere? Outside. Well, Robert's been busy. He spent so much time with me this last year. We worked on the revision of the website. We worked on the 40th anniversary for Rancho Mirage. Also, he was very much involved in putting together the new Rancho Mirage magazine and the Rancho Mirage quarterly newspaper that comes out. So Robert's really been working hard for all of us to tell the story of Rancho Mirage to the public. Good job, Robert, wherever you are. Bruce Harry is the Director of Public Works, and Bruce has had an exciting year because he's worked with the Secret Service on 2 different occasions when we had the president here in Rancho Mirage So Bruce, that I'm sure kept you busy also counting the money as we kept on spending more and more for the President's protection. Also, Bruce has been working on a proposal for the new bridge at Frank Sinatra, right down here. So he's going to be working on that over the next couple of years. And hopefully we'll have a bridge in there to take care of these flood days when the water comes across there and we have to shut down the bridge or shut down the street. So Bruce, thanks for everything you've done. Cindy Scott was honored just a couple of weeks ago at our meeting, acknowledging her as our city clerk. And Cindy, of course, put together the first time for the whole county or for the whole valley a mail-in ballot. And the mail-in ballot actually went off with even better expectations. We had a great turnout. We also had a savings of about $10,000. And it's the first time mail-in ballot has been attempted in the Coachella Valley, and I think we'll look forward to doing it again. We were able to count all the ballots in about 15 minutes after the poll closed. So rather than waiting 2 or 3 days or a month, as we've seen in some cases, it was a great success. So good job, Cindy. I'd like to go back to our city attorney, Steve Quintanilla. Steve is by far the best city attorney in the valley. All the time the cities are talking to him about, oh, Steve, come work for us. So we're not going to let him do that, though. He's a great attorney. He's a great friend. And on top of that, he gives more to the community than anybody I know. So, Steve, thanks for all you've done. Steve got us through the very difficult time with the Ritz-Carlton. He kept us on top of that, was able to actually process all the documents. And Steve is happy that May 15th is coming along, I'm sure, because, yes, we will have an opening of the Ritz-Carlton on May 15th. So believe it or not, folks, it's coming. The guy who makes it all work around here and has had a great year, Randy Binder, our city manager, he's really been able to put staff together with council and come out with a work plan for a workforce for our city that has just been great. Randy, over the last couple of years, has really emerged from the back room of the Planning Commission to the front office of city manager. And I think one of the reasons our city is respected so much and that people look at our staff and say they've got a great city is because of our city manager, Randy Binder. We have a lot of other people that work at this city, and they're all in there working right now, hopefully. But I'd like for all of you to give a big hand to all of these individuals and all of our staff. Before I sit down and let Iris take over, I would be remiss if I didn't come up here and talk to the spouses and the partners of those individuals that sit up here. Becky and I went around and looked to see what we could find for a proper gift for all of the spouses and the partners here, and we've come up with something that we think is very appropriate of this year, since most of us spent hours and days and months working on the Ritz Hotel deal. So we have here special presents for all of you. And that would be a spa robe from the Ritz Hotel. And we're all going to be up there on the 15th sitting in their jacuzzi. So I'd like to introduce some of the individuals that are here today. First of all, Vicki Hobart. Vicki, would you like to stand up and... Vicki has now been with us for 12 years, going on 4 more now. She's also been First Lady of the City of Rancho Mirage 3 times, going on 4th next year. So she's been a stalwart in what we're doing, and we appreciate her being with us, and just keep on doing the right thing. Congratulations. The next individual I'd like to introduce is Jenny Barnes. And Jenny is soon to be Mrs. Ted Weil. Was that for me or for Jenny? Jenny works for one of the cities very close to us, and she's in the finance department there. And thanks for being with us, Jenny. We appreciate all you do for the council.
Thank you.
Okay. The next is Tommy Smotrich, who is going to be the next gentleman, or the first gentleman of Rancho Mirage, and chauffeur for one. And Tommy, it's great to have you here today and your family.
Thank you.
And certainly, last but not least, my love is Becky DeHuff, and we kind of do this trip back and forth between Yorba Linda and Rancho Mirage. The 91 highway has seen us week after week going back and forth. If any of you know a great State Farm agent around here that can use somebody that's really good, have them call me. Okay. Thanks. Today we don't have Kevin with us, Scott's partner, but he's participated in everything during the year, and we will have a gift for him. So we'll make sure you get it to him, okay? No sitting around in his robe. Before I sit down again, like I said before, I got to introduce two other individuals that are really family of our city. And the first is Jeanette Seaman. And Jeanette, with Alan, was served for 20 years on the council. And she'll always be a part of the Rancho Mirage family. Next to Jeanette is Lucy Mipos. Lucy. And Ron Mipos served with distinction for 9 years on the city council. And there's one other person up there looking down on us today, and Charlie knows him very well. Gordon Moeller served the city for 6 years as a leader, as the mayor, and I know you're up there, Gordon, taking care of us today. Thank you, Charlie. Let's see, there are two people here that really work a lot with the council. Only one is here right now, though. Sylvia, would you like to step out and wave? Sylvia is our right hand, our left hand, and she makes sure we go where we're supposed to go. And she's done this as long as I've been on the council. And so far, we're still batting 1,000%. So, Sylvia, it's great to work with you. So that's the end of the introductions and a little bit about the individuals who work with us. I did forget one person, though, and that's David Bryant. David, are you here? David, stand up. David is the director of the library, and he launched the first and sold out Writers Festival. He also presented the hugely successful sellout 100th anniversary Marx Brothers event at the library. And because of David and the programming that we do at the library certainly is the cultural center of all of the valley. So congratulations, David.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just interrupt you for a minute. I'd like to present to you a plaque. I'm honored and pleased to present this certificate of appreciation to you today. I feel like we've had an incredible year working together for the benefit of the city of Rancho Mirage that we both love. This is a certificate of appreciation. On behalf of the city of Rancho Mirage, I hereby recognize Richard W. Kite for his service as mayor of the city of Rancho Mirage. I appreciate his steady hand and solution-oriented approach to governing. In fact, Mayor Kite is so well respected, some of us refer to him as America's mayor. On behalf of the city of Rancho Mirage and in honor of America's mayor, I present this certificate of appreciation to you.
Thank you, Randy. And in closing, I'd like to end with a statement that I made at the recent State of the City message a few weeks ago. And as we look at our city and recognize what we have, it's not the mayor, the city manager, the city staff, or the city council members individually that have made our city great. It's a team effort. It's the council, it's the staff, and our residents working together to provide for the quality of life that is second to none. Now that the election is over, our first job is to join together under our new mayor, who will lead us forward to meet the challenges of the future. So I wish Mayor Smotrich the very best and pledge my full support to help her tenure as mayor be as productive and as enjoyable as my own. And thank you, all of you, for your support, for my leadership of this fine city. It's been an honor to serve you as mayor. Thank you. Okay, Cindy, what do we have next here on the agenda? I've lost my agenda. There's
public comments and council member comments. We do have another public comment and council member comment period in the second part of the meeting.
Okay, so is there anybody in the audience who would like to speak on any items? It doesn't have to be non-agenda. Okay, we'll move past that one. And the next item is for council comments, which is prior to the council comments after the election. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Is there anybody who would like to make a comment? Okay, then we will move on to the election portion of the meeting, and this is to adopt resolution number 2014, next in line, declaring the results of the municipal election conducted on April 8th, 2014.
So moved.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Please vote.
Could you all try your votes again, please? Councilmember Hobart, could you try your vote? Thank you.
And the motion carries 5-0. And Cindy, are you going to swear in now?
Yes.
Or do you have a statement to make?
Well, I just was going to give a staff report about the election.
If you would.
Okay. As you know, the April 8, 2014 municipal election was held to elect 3 members to the City Council for a term of 4 years and 1 member for a term of 2 years. The Registrar of Voters Office has certified the election results, and out of 9,488 registered voters, 4,904 ballots were cast. For the 4-year terms, Dana Hobart received 3,534 votes. Iris Smotrich received 3,286 votes. Charles Townsend Vinci received 3,078 votes. Scott Hines received 2,066 votes. For the 2-year term, Ted Weil received 3,232 votes. Stuart Ackley received 1,188 votes. The California Elections Code requires that as the city's election official, that I certify the results of the election to you, the governing party, and that you shall adopt a resolution reciting the facts of the election and declare the persons with the highest number of votes cast for each office to be elected. At this time, I request that you adopt this resolution that you've already adopted, citing Dana Hobart, Iris M. Smotrich, Charles Townsend Vinci, and Ted Weil as the council members-elect, to whom shall be administered the oath of office and an official certificate of election.
Thank you, Cindy. So at this time, would you like to have the new council members come down and receive the oath?
Yes, if you would all join me in front. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if you would all raise your right hands, I'll read the oath, and after I'm finished reading it, if you say I do or I will, great. Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of California, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter? Thank you. Now I will give you your certificates of election.
Yeah. I'm just going to be on the other side of you. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, Cindy, you better hurry. You're up next. Okay, the next item on the agenda is the selection of the mayor and the mayor pro tem. Determination of length of service and appointment. Cindy, would you like to cover this, please?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Each year, the City Council must appoint a council member to serve as mayor and one to serve as mayor pro tem. The new mayor is appointed based upon the longest term of consecutive service on the City Council without having served as mayor. The mayor pro tem will be the council member with the second longest term of continuous service. City records reflect that Iris M. Smotrich has 2 years, 8 months of service. Dana Hobart has 2 years of service. Ted Weil has 1 year, 3 months of service. Charlie Townsend Vinci, a newly elected council member, and Richard W. Kite, as outgoing mayor, have no years of continuous service. Based on the service records, Iris M. Smotrich is due to serve as mayor, and Dana Hobart is due to serve as mayor pro tem. As a duly sworn deputy for this event, Mr. Tom Smotrich will administer the oath of office to his wife and the city's next mayor, Iris M. Smotrich.
Do you solemnly swear the hand part? Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California? That you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter.
I will.
Well, are you ready?
Well, my goodness, this is really something. I love this. This is the best. Tell me we can hang the rest of the pictures. Okay. Well, I don't know where to begin, actually. This has been an amazing experience, needless to say. And I believe we're going to be having some council comments at this point, if that is appropriate right now, Cindy, if anyone has to say anything.
You can do it any way you want to.
Okay. Okay, if there are no council comments, are there any public comments? Okay, well, if there are no public comments, I will just say it. Did you want to say something? Well, come on up or come on down.
Oh.
My name is Carol Leibowitz, and my name is Joyce Virtue. And we want to congratulate not only the council who's been elected, but we also want to congratulate the City of Rancho Mirage
Absolutely.
citizens.
Thank you.
Thank you for your wise choices.
Thank you. We are so proud. We are so proud.
We are proud of every one of you for your integrity, your loyalty, and your good insight into what's best for this community. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
We do have a couple of other comments, and one is from Joseph Pedretto. Come on down, too.
Mayor and City Council, I'm here on behalf of Supervisor John Benoit. He sends his regrets. Unfortunately, he had an engagement he had to speak at this afternoon. He wanted to be here personally to congratulate the City Council for Councilmember Hobart, Smotrich, and Weil on your re-election, and a special congratulations to Councilman Townsend on your re-election to the Council. He also wants to thank you, Mayor Kite, for your service and to wish you the best of luck in your service going forward. He wants to also remind you of his commitment to work with the council to continue to make strides in improving the lives of the residents of Rancho Mirage and the Coachella Valley, and know that you can call him at any time, and he's happy to help in whatever you require assistance. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to extend a very warm welcome to you all. It is such a pleasure and an honor to celebrate this auspicious occasion with so many friends and family members. Life has been somewhat of a fantasy for me, and how lucky I have been, with Tom as my right-hand partner for 52 years, and my wonderful daughter and son-in-law, Melanie and Zachary, and my two sweet grandchildren, Bentley and Barron, and with all the very loving friends I've had through the years, and especially here in the Coachella Valley. I came from very modest, hardworking parents and family. I met Tom at the age of 18 and was introduced to the idea that both of us, working 3 jobs for 9 years while he went to college and then law school, was indeed a very normal way of life. We grew together and experienced the satisfaction of ethical work habits and determination. I've learned a lot in my lifetime, but there are 4 things that stand out most, and I would like to share them with you. Number 1, I learned that Rancho Mirage was indeed the best place to live. When we first came to Rancho Mirage, I attended council meetings, I observed how well government could be run, and it was a great civics lesson for me. Number 2, I learned as a child, and then reinforced as an adult, that hard work never hurt anyone, and certainly improved values and character. Number 3, I learned never say never, because you never know where life is going to take you, and always be open to a new journey. And 4th, if you know it's right, and if you know it can be done, feel the fear and do it anyway. And so, to my fellow council members, you are the best. As most of you know, this is a job of dedication and a job of commitment. All of these councilmen are wise, hardworking, honorable, and true gentlemen. These are people that I greatly trust and hold with the utmost respect. We all come from different backgrounds, with different points of view, but we all share a common civic-minded purpose with no personal gain. Each one is accomplished and successful in their own professional and charitable worlds. Dana, a highly gifted attorney, has appeared before the United States Supreme Court. Richard Kite, a well-regarded financial specialist who began life here in the desert. Ted Weil, a Wharton School graduate with a career in real estate development. And Charlie Townsend, a creative, successful merchant with exquisite taste and recently recognized as Businessman of the Year by his contemporaries. And of course, still very fresh in our memories are the three very important people in our city's history. They were Alan Seaman, Gordon Moeller, and Ron Mepos. They were wise, conscientious, and compassionate leaders whom I adored and admired. We all learned a great deal from them, and they all played a vital role in developing our lovely oasis. They will always have a place of honor in our hearts. To our staff, some of whom I know very well and hold also in high regard, and to those I don't know, I very much look forward to getting to know you also. We are all representatives of our city and deserve to be appreciated for our own efforts and need to appreciate the efforts of others. So I extend a huge thank you to the staff for their extra time spent on special programs such as our golf program, our chamber's closed captioning, our future dog park, and the renovation of our Rancho Mirage community park, including a special tribute area for our fallen soldiers and wounded warriors. To our amazing volunteers, you have all done and continue to do very noble work. What would our city do without you? You are the true givers with the highest level of contribution. And for all of those seeking a meaningful feeling of belonging and great satisfaction, I urge you to join them and enjoy the rewards of volunteerism. To our business owners and their employees who help create this warm, friendly, respected community, we thank you for your contribution. To our commissioners who play such an immense role in helping to ensure that our city continues to thrive with all the specialized areas of importance. Your spirit and enthusiasm are an inspiration to us all. And to our dear residents and guests who share with me this unique and very unusual little city. How fortunate we are to live in a place that has resort feel and is so beautifully managed. Achievements here are the results of long hours of work dealing with issues both large and small. Our beautiful parks, library, children's museum, tolerance center, river complex, medical services of Eisenhower Hospital, national treasured events like the Dinah and Poppy's Pond, and the grandeur of Sunnylands, its conference center, garden, and its important internationality, all contribute to our small oasis of a city, but garner a large worldwide appeal. Our city is filled with enriching amenities, an atmosphere that is welcoming to all, and yet we contain the sophistication to attract world leaders, authors, scholars, visitors, both nationally and internationally, and all who choose this elegant and cherished lifestyle. We must never forget to acknowledge each other's efforts to improve the quality of life for our community or the standards we have set for our precious city called Rancho Mirage. Thank you all for being here today and for being a very special part of our Rancho Mirage family. And now I would like to make a special presentation to Richard Kite. And if you could join me down in front, I will join you too. Well, here we are, alone at last.
Normally I get to hold the microphone.
Well, anytime you want it, you can do it. What can I say? There's so very much that can be said. Richard's been on the council for 14 years, and they have been 14 glorious years. And I know Tom always teases that you really aren't a mayor. The city needed a mayor, so they called Central Casting in Hollywood and said, we need someone to look like a mayor. And if you happen to look through the dictionary, there's probably a picture of Richard underneath the word mayor. But there's been a lot of achievements in this city, needless to say, especially during the last 14 years. A few of them, just to list a few, are our wonderful high school that just opened last year, our wonderful library that's been in existence for about 10 years, an intricate part of our city, our wonderful river complex, the opening of our Rancho Mirage Ritz-Carlton Hotel, and a variety of other things, including Sunnylands. So you're very proud, and we all are very proud, and we all deserve to be. But there was something that was missing, and it took you 40 years, probably 50 years actually, to have this gift given to you. No, have this gift given to you. And I want you to all know that Rancho Mirage High School bestowed upon Richard his long-awaited high school letterman's jacket. And what made it even more special is that it was the first letterman's jacket that they issued. So it's a tribute to Richard. Anyway, there's a little something else that I wanted to give to you, and if I can just scoot behind you. In fact, you can hold it up. I know it's not light, but we will open it carefully, and maybe you can show the audience. It says, presented to Richard W. Kite in honor of his service as mayor of the city of Rancho Mirage, and it is a crystal decanter. It is very beautiful. I know you will have many, many toasts to many wonderful things in your life, and I hope you will make a toast to us in the city of Rancho Mirage as well. Thank you.
The last time I get to hold this mic, I'm sure. But thank you, Iris. We look forward to the next year. I've looked forward to the many years that I've been here. I've looked back and want to thank all of you for making Rancho Mirage what it is, a very special city. I've got 2 years left to sit up here and make sure that we do the right thing for all of you. So thanks again for being here today. A great audience here, and I'm sure all of you will remember today just as Iris will remember today, and the rest of the council will. So, Iris, is it time to say good night?
We actually have something very special.
Okay.
And
well, and then I'll get out of here, and thanks again for being here.
Okay, just talk amongst yourselves, as our teachers used to say. Thank you so much to the Rancho Mirage High School Choir under the fine leadership of Andy Eisenman. All of which are under the administration of Principal Ken Wagner, who is in our audience today. The Rancho Mirage High School choirs are having an exciting first year. These nearly 50 advanced young musicians started the program in September with no audition, little to no formal training, and only the desire to share their love of performing with our school and our community. This year, these two groups, Concert Choir and Reflections Show Choir, have done more than 30 collective performances throughout the 2013 and 2014 academic year and next year. We have even more exciting plans for Rancho Mirage High School's singing Rattler Choir. Thanks for your ongoing support of the performing arts at Rancho Mirage High School and our community high school. So after the singing of our national anthem, our meeting will be adjourned, and please follow the choir and my colleagues and friends on the dais to our foyer for a reception. Would everyone please stand and feel free to sing along?